Hey guys, for today's unboxing we have something a little more exciting. It's the GTX 950 Gaming 2G graphics card from MSI. The 950 is the latest NVIDIA graphics card that NVIDIA has released, obviously. And this one has 2 gigabytes of RAM, as does every single 950. And it happens to be an OC edition, which is much better than the stock card. So let's take a look at the back where the entire feature list is mentioned. So it says it has Torx fan. Basically, what used to happen was all fans used to be of the same type, so you just had either high static pressure or high airflow. But with these fans, they have one blade which opts for high airflow, and the next blade opts for high static pressure. So the entire fan assembly gives you the best of both worlds. Then you have a SU heat pipe technology, which is basically 4 heat pipes, 4 on the 950. It might be different on other models, and it's supposed to be more efficient than the previous iterations, which they mentioned gives you about 10 degrees, 10 to 14 degrees, depending upon the card, cooler than previously. Then it happens to have zero frozer. Now it means that the fans switch off when there's no need for them, which is something we've seen from the 770 yes, 770 and the 760. So it's not a new thing, but they've started marketing it well. So that's it for the unique features you could say for this card, and let's start with the unboxing. So let's begin with the unboxing. Package has another package on the inside, and it opens up so we are greeted with the MSI user guide along with the driver disk. You might as well throw this one away and download the proper drivers, the latest drivers, sorry, from the NVIDIA website. Then you have a DVI to VGA adapter. In this day and age, if you are using VGA, then I can't say much about that. Underneath this packaging, we have a small foam layer, and there we have the graphics card. So let's take a closer look at the graphics card. So here's the card, and they've labeled zero frozer quite visibly on the front. It seems people haven't gotten used to the new technology. So people might be worried that the graphics card are not powering on properly because the fans don't spin on. This just means that your graphics card isn't properly loaded. So if there's no heavy load, there's no reason for the cooling system to kick in. If you take a closer look at the fan, you see that certain fans are the same traditional blades, and the ones right next to it have a slight curved protrusion on the top, and they're slightly flatter compared to the one beside them. So these are the ones that give you more static pressure, and these are the ones that give you more airflow. And what's different compared to previous iterations of the twin frozer technology, that is the cooling technology, is that these two fans are now individually controlled. Earlier they used to be clubbed together, so you couldn't have individual control, but that's now changed. On the rear, you have a matte black PCB, which is quite the staple nowadays, and all the components seem to be widely spaced. It only has one SLI connector, so you can do a maximum two-way SLI with this. On the top, you see that it has an LED fixture over here. You can take a look at that later in the review, and it's powered by a single 6-pin PCIe connector. The card is quite slim, so it fits in the dual slot configuration, which is what almost all graphic cards now do. So for ports, we have 3 display ports and 1 HDMI. The HDMI seems to be gold plated, and lastly we have a dual link DVI-I. The remainder of the chassis seems to be covered with ventilation ports, but I don't think that was necessary because the shroud is not closed, so you have plenty of space for the air to go around. You take a look at the aluminum fins. It pretty much encompasses the entire PCB, and it has about 1, 2, 3, I believe 3 or maybe 4 heat pipes. I can't figure out properly without removing the heatsink. So that's about it for this particular card. We'd love to take it for a spin on the test rig and give you a proper review. So Stay tuned for more such videos and do subscribe if you like this video.